Hi, and welcome to the Dowell Report. I'm Pat Dowell, Alderman of the 3rd Ward, and today we have a very exciting program. I wanted to focus this program on two new exciting academic programs coming to the 3rd Ward, to 3rd Ward CPS schools. And with me today is LeeAndra Khan, who is the principal of Bronzeville Scholastic High School, and Isaac Castelas, who is the principal of the National Teachers Academy. Welcome, you two. Thank you for coming to my show today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
I wanted to just start out, since we have such a short period of time, I want to know, tell me a little bit about your background, how you became a principal. Tell me a little about your school, where you're located.
So my background is engineering, actually. I practiced civil engineering for about 10 years, and I decided to make the shift to education because I didn't see enough students of color in careers in math and science. So I taught at Whitney Young for a few years, and then I became the assistant principal at King College Prep, where they had an architecture program and an engineering program, so I could marry the two skills together. Then I've been given the opportunity to become the principal of Bronzeville Scholastic, where we are going to have a new IB program coming up. Bronzeville Scholastic is located in the historic DuSable campus at 49th and Wabash.
Okay, and this is your first year as principal of Bronzeville Scholastic?
Yes, ma'am. I got my start August 1st of this year.
Okay, so we're right in the middle of the school year.
Yes.
And Isaac, what? Okay, and you, LeeAndra?
We have 550 students, and we're a citywide school, so students from all over the city apply. We do have some admissions requests, so we like students with state 9s of 5 and 5, at least a C+ average, 90% attendance, and we have done interviews in the past.
Now, I understand that you are a level 2 school?
We're a level 3 school, actually.
Three? Mm-hmm. Okay, I read 2. And you are?
Level 2 school at this time.
Level 2 school at this time, but rising?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today was the new programs that are coming into the ward. I'm very excited about that. I worked hard with CPS to try to get them there. And I wanted to use this time to tell people about them, so perhaps we can get more students from the community to come and support NTA and to support Bronzeville Scholastic. So I want to start with the IB program, the International Baccalaureate Program.
Yes.
Tell us what that is.
So the International Baccalaureate Program is a program that starts at 3rd grade and ends in 12th grade. So you can start in primary years, middle years, and then a diploma program. Essentially, it's students are in like an academic cohort where the learning kind of wraps itself around each other. So instead of learning English, math, science, and social studies in separate silos, they're all kind of interconnected. The big thing with International Baccalaureate is the test. So once you take the test, it's graded by people from all over the world. So the thing that they talk about is international mindedness. They're trying to truly grow global citizens, and that's done through the curriculum. Students have to write a 4,000-word essay before they leave. The seniors have to do a portfolio, and they also have to do an exit interview. So it requires the students to really reflect on what's happened to them and for them over the course of their years in high school.
Now, I'm told that this is a very rigorous academic program. Is that true from your perspective?
It is. I was actually in a middle years IB program as a child, so it's very difficult, very demanding, but the thing is that it takes a student who is considered of average intelligence, who has a tremendous work ethic, and it grows them to places that they can't even imagine. So it is demanding, but it is for the hard-working student.
All right. Hard-working student, but not necessarily the brightest student
by other people's standards.
By other people's standards,
yes,
correct.
I agree.
Okay. LeeAndra, I noticed the other day you had a workshop for parents that are interested in the IB program. What would you tell a parent who is considering looking at Bronzeville Scholastic for this particular program? How would they prepare? What are some of the things that you would like to have parents know?
What I'd like for them to know is that the school itself, I think one of the reasons why Bronzeville was chosen for IB is that we kind of have that philosophy already built in. So as he was talking about just the not wanting to separate the two kinds of students because it is still a family, that we're a safe school. the students do interact very, very well together. The teachers are a family. We're looking for involved parents. So
I notice you have great parental involvement. Every time I've come to one of your events, you've got a slew of parents there. That's really a positive statement.
Well, thank you, because I think that a lot of parents forget that high school students need you probably as much, if not more, than your elementary school students. And because some of the decisions that they're making are really, really big, and the mistakes that they may make are extremely detrimental. So I would tell parents that when they come to Bronzeville, their student is going to be challenged, both in their citizenship realm and in their academic realm.
Okay. And what's the requirements for participation in IB?
Again, 5 and 5 and stay 9s of math and reading. They also have to maintain a 2-point.
What's that for people who?
So the ISAT, yes, the ISAT scores, their 7th grade ISAT scores have to at least be 5s in reading and math.
Okay, that's 5th grade?
5th grade level at least. And a 2.75 GPA, so we're looking for a C+ average again. They have to attend an IB information session. So once they select us on the Office of Academic Enhancement's application, if they want to come to Bronzeville, they do have to come first and attend an info session just so they can know what's expected of their student and what's expected of the family. And there'll be an interview process as well.
Well, by the time this show comes out, that application process is going to be over. And so what would you tell a parent or who's watching this probably sometime in January, how to get how to get on your radar so that their kids can look at these options at your schools?
Well, for me, we still have Bronzeville Scholastic. So IB is only a program inside the school. So students who are still interested in Bronzeville that maybe missed the deadline for IB, we still are accepting applications up until May 1st.
And if you find, for example, a child has the potential to move into the IB program, can that be done in the middle of the school year?
Great question. I think that's what we're really trying to make sure can happen. We want to make sure that they have a lot of crossover. So maybe your student is great in science and social studies, so they'll take an IB course in science or social studies and receive IB certificates.
Okay. And what do you think the characteristics of a great IB student is?
Hardworking, someone who doesn't give up. I think the biggest thing is being able to manage several different tasks at one time. Another big piece of IB is this community service piece. It's more than just racking up service learning hours from like maybe going to pick up trash, but it's literally thinking about how to make the world better. So students who are innovative, if your child is passionate about something, that's generally a good IB student. Again, work ethic is the biggest part of it, like never giving up. So like he was saying, maybe you're not mathematically astute, but you try and try and try until the concept is there.
Okay. Speaking of teachers, will you two have to select a cadre of teachers that will be able to teach within the IB program and teach within the Regional Gifted Center program, or are you using the existing teachers that you have?
I'm opening it up to the existing teachers. If they are interested in IB, they will have to go through training. I do believe that CPS is trying to have some qualifications as to what kind of performance rating you have in order to qualify to be an IB teacher. But we are actually growing our population, so we're going to get more teachers because we're expecting more students.
How many more students do you expect?
We're hoping for 100 more.
You want 100 more?
I want 100 more.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
I hope you get 100 more.
I do too. I do too.
I know that we have several students in the 3rd Ward who travel outside of the ward to go to IB programs, and I'm hopeful that they will take a look at Bronzeville Scholastic High School as an option.
Yes, me too.
And well, not here. I know at Bronzeville Scholastic you have 2 great libraries. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your extracurricular activities? What besides school, besides the book learning, will young people be exposed to?
So it's a great building, 500,000 square feet, 3 gymnasiums, a pool. I mean, we have the huge football field outside. So we have track, football, girls and boys basketball, swimming, wrestling. Students have an opportunity to do things that they like, video gaming club, student council, debate, academic decathlon. So those are more learning things, but if you have an interest as a student, we encourage you to find an adult who may share the same interests who will sponsor that club for you. We have girls mentoring, we have boys mentoring groups, lots of stuff going on.
And with the IB program, you will have students who are in the IB program and students who are not in the IB program participating together in many of those extracurricular activities?
Exactly. We're hoping that it doesn't feel like they're two different students. We're hoping that, it's just class. So I'm going to my class and you're going to your class. We're all students here in the school. So we're hoping that we're going to work so that they interact as family.
Okay.
And my phone number at Bronzeville Scholastic is 773-535-1150. And my email address is ldkhan@cps.edu.
Now, we're coming close to the end of the program, but one of the things that I hear from parents who are considering sending their children to different schools within the community is the issue of safety, whether or not their young person, their pride and joy, is going to be safe attending Bronzeville Scholastic High School or National Teachers Academy. So tell me how you would respond to those parents that are watching.
We have a very safe school, because we just have rules in place. We actually have a citizenship grade on the students' report card so that they know, what an A in citizenship looks like, so that they are aware that what you do in class as a student is equally as what you do as a person in the hallways. We try to make sure the students know that the building is theirs, but the space is ours, and we're transparent as it pertains to discipline.
Well, I've seen you in action, and I know you don't play.
Thank you. Thank you.
And before you suspend students, do you have an in-school suspension policy, either of you?
We have in-school suspension. We do have a progressive discipline. The transparency is so key. Our teachers want to know what's the consequence for certain things. The parents want to know what the consequence is. And I think when students know, if I do this, then this happens, I think it just helps. So we definitely start with conversations first. We want the students in school. So we prefer them not to go home. So whatever we can do to mitigate that, we try.
I think that's good, because a lot of schools sometimes, not a lot of schools, but I am aware of some schools that have a policy of putting the students out as the first action. You just each take 30 seconds just to tell parents and people who are interested what they can do if they're interested in the Regional Gifted Center or the IB program. What's their next step?
So for both of us, I think it's apply.cps.edu is a website to apply for both IB and Regional Gifted Center. And visit our website, call me, email me, and I will give you anything you want.
Well, I want to thank both of you for being with me for this half hour on the Dowell Report. Isaac Castellez, who is the principal of National Teachers Academy and the Regional Gifted Center, and LeeAndra Khan, who is the principal of the Bronzeville Scholastic High School in the newly landmarked DuSable High School. And I want to thank you both for coming to my show today. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And I'm Pat Dowell. Thank you. See you next time.